Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. Okay. So, what are we doing? Slowly expanding and dealing with stuff mostly. Retrofitting the fleet by the look of it. See, yep. There is a significant amount of debris in orbit around this gas giant. Most of it appears to come from long-lost starships of various configurations. Let's research it then.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, ships upgraded. Got you. These look like they might be in a different sector. We will see. Want to try and basically get this and colonize Fahir. Or Fahir or whatever. That's the plan anyway. While letting the game continue and people explore what they need to want to explore really.
Anomaly found.
Strong energy emissions of an unknown origin make this asteroid stand out from the rest of its peers in this crowded asteroid belt. Let's research that one then. Basically our expansion is going to be focused on this area here for now. Okay, the strong gravity well of Gotra 5 has pulled in a massive amount of space debris which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. Cool. Okay, asteroid T03A is pockmarked with craters from weapon blasts and appears to have been used as a target range by someone roughly 2 millennia ago. Residual energy readings suggest they tested increasingly exotic weaponry including subspace bombs and some kind of singularity generator. Our scientists would be interested in studying the unusual energy echoes that remain. Okay.
Anomaly found.
By chance we've stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this moon. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? We'll see. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found during drifting in high orbit over Gotra 3A. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with a helmet, and may be a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. Cool. Okay, so we've got, let's see, new one here. Got no spare jobs. We want to create some jobs. Let's build that. We don't need food processing. Don't need mineral processing. We don't need really any processing of that kind at the moment. So we're going to go with our autocophon monument. Okay, let's I think we're going to reinforce you. What the UNS Ptolemy found on Chibnall 3 was not buildings, but surprisingly regular mineral outcroppings. Science officer Cassina Petrovic asserts that these angular blocks of rock are the product of interactions between tectonic plates, their shapes the result of unusual tectonophysics inherent in the planet's crust. The perfect angularity of these thrust faults implies a possibility of aliens tampering with Chibnall 3's crust at some point in the past. Cool.
Anomaly found.
Okay, we briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could have been a sign of something more. Okay, let's have a look at that then.
System survey complete. Special project complete.
Okay. The drones and their tireless ending work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from their local planetoids make for a somewhat dull, but nonetheless informative subject of study. In fact, mining networks on Earth could stand to learn a thing or two about maximising mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. Additionally, we have found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings, though extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there is anyone left to receive these pings may be a mystery for another time. So, fascinating automata, which gives us minerals output for mining stations increased by 10%. We'll go with that. Okay, we have traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Gotera 1A to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a megacomputer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect that it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work solving a single very complex problem, the nature of which still eludes us. When the crew attempted to interact with the computer, they discovered that the facility, which had appeared both abandoned and unguarded, was in fact operated by a security AI, the highest purpose of which seems to be frying its visitors alive. As the crew defeated the AI, it broadcasts a message to an unknown recipient. Okay. All of them, or we had better not disturb it. Whatever problem the computer is trying to solve, it seems important. So yeah.
System survey complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Okay. Which is just enough. We're going to go to... Well, I think you for the alloy might be useful, rather than going straight for the planet.
Special project complete.
Okay, sadly our linguists have been unable to understand the entirety of the alien language used in the old documents found on Chibalar 8. However, they managed to translate the essentials, which has given us a glimpse of the culture they originated from. Okay.
Research complete.
Okay, research. What's this research is this? This is research station output. Okay. We got what? Ultraviolet lasers are an updated and more powerful version of their blue predecessors. Accurate and destructive, these weapons are capable of inflicting great damage. Further along the energy weapons path. Okay. Mote stabilization. Volatile motes are fickle particles that are dangerous to work with. In order to safely harvest them without setting off a chain reaction of explosions, energy fields must be used to stabilize the motes. Okay. Well, we could have that one, but we are going to go with applied quantum physics. The seemingly erratic behavior of tiny things can dramatically alter the way we think about bigger things. Yes. More research.
Anomaly found.
A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet once. Okay. Off you go. Have fun.
Construction complete.
Okay, well, maybe it's not a different sector then. Maybe it's just the same sector, but we haven't got all the connected stars for it yet. Fair enough. Gonna build some mining stations. Okay. A massive crater on Bistramar 1 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The UNS Darwin has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site reminiscent of a collapsed hyperarticulate field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Okay. And Voltamir engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near Elfior 11A dedicated to computer research. Strangely, they have seemed to have ignored the normally popular field of artificial intelligence to focus exclusively on virtual realities and massive computer simulations. Most of the complex has been ruined by weapons fire and micrometeoroids, but what remains is in remarkable condition given the station's age. So, and it gives us a special project, which is, where's that, Ethior?
Situation log updated.
Ethior, we want that because that is, let's go to you. We want you to research that straight away. Because that will tell us more about the complex and give us our first precursor.
System survey complete.
Artifact to find. For the Voltium Star League, I think it's called. Okay. Unity. What have we got? We have, well, city districts provide +1 additional housing. Okay. And we get an ascension slot. Plus we get a merchant job per 50 population we have. So we're going to have that one. That's a good one. Let's take that. Okay, let's have a look and see what we got. Choose from. Executive Vigor. Let's have a look. I'll come back to that. Probably do some more edicts if I wanted. Not sure I do want to do that though. What else have we got here? Interstellar Dominion, so reduces the influence cost. Starbuck Grasp the Void. Okay. Technological Ascendancy, research speed. That's a good one. Imperial Prerogative, so I can control more. Transcendent Learning. Okay, let's. I think it's going to be Technological Ascendancy. Technologies that would have been indistinguishable from magic mere generations ago are now within our grasp. A new age of technology has begun, which increases our research speed and basically increases the chance of getting purple rare technologies as amongst our options. So I think we'll have that. I do like that one, and we are going well with the research game.
System survey complete.
So we'll go with that one for now. Okay. Got no reason to continue building the fleet, so I think we're just going to hold on to our alloys for now.
Anomaly found.
We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Okay. Okay. Now what I have been considering for down here is...
Research complete.
We'll deal with this and I'll get back to that for in a minute. Energy siphon. Okay, which gives us what? We can have planetary unification, off-world vitality boosters. Where the body fails, science intervenes. Sure, we'll go with that. Which increases the lifespan of our leaders by 10 years. Which is important because, especially as the games get longer, and we've got it set to 100 years, and the average lifespan is about 80-ish. And since they kind of start in their kind of 30s, you only got a couple of decades before the leaders will start getting too old and start dying on you, and you need to replace them. So that's always good. Okay. See you. In fact, what's this? 10 chips will be upgraded for 33 alloys. Okay, you can have that. I'll get you done that. What he's planning on doing is over here we've got this trade area. So we can consider turning one of these, probably Okeron, turning the base into a starport, which means that we can have a trade. We can begin to pick up that trade route, those to trade from that system and from other systems. But that costs 200 alloys. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll get that going. Because we've got a decent amount of alloy coming in. We'll have some more. Okay. The magnetic field of Bistramar 11b experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the UNS Darwin. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the moon's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data.
Special project complete.
The archaeologists investigating the Voltum orbital complex above EF4 11A have stumbled upon an interesting find. They managed to recover a partial copy of what appears was apparently a very popular multi-user virtual reality game enjoyed by billions of Voltum across their empire. Though the game takes place in a fictional and highly sanitised version of their contemporary society, it has proven an invaluable source of information on both their language and customs. Okay. An interesting find, and we got our first Voltum artifact.
Anomaly found.
Okay, we want to put you back to surveying. Atmospheric readings from PLOV 5 do not match simulated projections. Okay, let's find that out then.
Research complete.
Research. What have we got? Engineering. Okay. Now we've got one of these. Now, go with, what do we fancy? We could go with starholds. As space traffic increases, larger and more defensible star bases are need to maintain control over system space lanes. We could go with space torpedoes, carrier operations, or standardized corvette patterns. I think we're going to go with standardised Corvette patterns. Just so that if I need to build up the fleet, I can build it quicker. I don't think we need to upgrade to Starholds just yet. And basically, increasing to Starholds gives us more defence and we get more options.
Upgraded.
But we'll see.
System survey complete.
I mean, that is a much bigger blob than just having that there.
System
So we're doing relatively
complete.
well. Okay, immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Plov5's face. They are cast not by clouds but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Sabi Newman is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Okay, back to surveying. During the survey of Plov 3, the UNS Leif Erikson discovered several exotic gases previously unknown to us. These gases have a variety of different uses, particularly in the operation of advanced energy-based weaponry and force fields. Some of the gases can also be used as starship fuel or even as recreational drugs. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Noted.
Anomaly found.
This asteroid recently suffered an impact from another body within the asteroid belt, which resulted in a slightly changed orbit and a massive crater on the surface. Okay, let's research that one then. Upon closer examination, we have discovered that a smaller asteroid consisting almost entirely of precious metals recently collided with RX-297. This small but dense cache of metals was hidden just beneath the asteroid's surface, but now it has been discovered, it should be accessible to mining. Kill.
Anomaly found.
There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Let's research that one, please. Is it Roltanev? So it looks like the precursor civs could be, artifacts could be to the north, or to the north, galactic north, that is. Interesting.
Research complete.
Okay, Okeron Starbase has finished its construction queue. Yep. Sensors pick up unexpected activity from an isolated point on Roskin 6 frozen surface. Research that, please. Research. Done that. What have we got next? Mineral cutting beams. These powerful short-range lasers can easily slice through rock, making the extraction of minerals a more efficient affair. So you, okay, that's cool. We'll have you. Now we've got a starbase, and that means we've got bonus modules in this starbase. So let's have a look and see what we got. We got module slots, and we've got building slots. For module slots, if for buildings. Okay, so we got, for example, trade routes, okay, trade capital. Yes, this is the trade capital with 100% of the trade coming from Okeron. That's what we've done. Not really much change there anyway. Let's have a look at our starbase here. It's not bad. Okay, in terms of modules, we have basically we have this lot. We can build an extra shipyard. Okay, we could build a trade hub. Notice that because we've got a starbase there, we're now collecting the trade in that system. We're getting that anyway. The trade hub, in a civilian docking area where merchants and traders can conduct business, and it increases the collection range by +1, so we can get Raskamir too. So that's the first thing to do. Down here we have a number of buildings. We will have a look at these ones later as needed. But generally we just want to get a trade, we just want to get the trade hub for there. Although presumably when we get that can be downgraded if we do upgrade Sol to a Starhold. But that'll do for now, that's what we're doing.
Construction complete.
Okay, you. Like I said, I want to build a starbase there so that we can finally colonize that planet. And you'll notice that now we've updated
System survey complete.
Acheron to a starbase, our
System survey
starbase
complete.
capacity has gone up. Spaceship UNS Santa Maria came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Ruskin 6. There is seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, science author Carla Curtis, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers in several regions of Ruskin 6 is supposedly closely related to human stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional human dishes and thought extinct on Earth. It has been speculated that human stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts in the distant past. The science officer's discovery on Ruskin 6 lends some credence to this theory, though Carla Curtis leans heavily on properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt analysed and synthesised actually tastes like the human stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavour profiles is bound to stimulate both the human economy and palate. Yay! Salty, happiness +5 for 6 years by the looks of it. That's pretty cool.
Research complete.
See, what's this research you're doing? Physics research. Okay. Self-evolving logic. Introspective prioritization. Okay. Fair enough. Let's have some more logic options. That'll do. We like that. That's good.
Construction complete.
Okay, you'll notice that we've now got a trade hub, and therefore
System survey complete.
we're also collecting the trade from Rashkamir. Now we've still got modules we can put there.
Construction complete.
Okay, we want mining stations. Okay.
Research complete.
Let's have a look. Okay, lifespan plus 10 years. What have we got here? Okay. All of that. Fleet support, stellar the usual. Gene crops. Sophisticated genetic engineering of crops helps increase yield and further improves both taste and nutrient levels. So it increases the food, and we can have nutritional plenitude. It is the fundamental right of each of our citizens to enter hibernation with a full digestive organ. Easy access to plentiful nutritional fare will be the fuel that spurs our growth amongst the stars, which makes us happy, and increases growth speed, but means that we're ending up using more food. But that sounds good. Sounds good to us right now. What have we got? Okay, we could adopt that one for pop cook thingy. That one's not ready yet. Be useful when we do actually colonise. Capital buildings need more housing and enforces additional crime. Okay. I think... I don't know. Imperious architecture. Capital buildings and housing buildings provide extra housing. That'd probably be good. We'll go with that. Extra housing, I think. Because we still need more housing, and once that's updated, that means we don't actually build stuff to provide more housing, because we've got more housing. Okay, what we also want to do now is, or we're going to, if we look on here, it's colonizable. Got a couple of candidates that are not colonizable, i.e. they're not in our server or whatever, but if we go to what is colonizable, we've got Fahir 4A, an alpine world. Just take a look at it. The habitability is 30% if we want to send humans. Okay. Our amenities, upkeep, and every resource will go up, while resources and growth speed will drop. In terms of features, we've got some blockers, which basically opens up more districts. So it's basically, do we want to start going to another world? Well, I mean, it's basically because we get an extra 10% and everything will increase as we go anyway. It will get better. And the question is, if we click on the world, I don't think we can terraform it yet. No, we don't have the option to terraform it. So we can't turn it into anything at this moment before we land on it. But you know what? Let's go colonize it anyway. The planet offers low habitability for the selected species. Colonization is still possible, but all pops will suffer an increase in upkeep and resource usage. Do you still want to colonize this planet? Yes. So there we go. We will now create a colony ship from Earth. Well, colony ship from...
Evading hostile fleet.
Ooh. Who's this? Who's this? We've got hostile fleet somewhere. You. Ancient mining droves. 777. Okay. You can stay over there then. I don't think we're actually going out that far at the moment. And I can't be bothered to go and chase them. And they're not exactly blocking surveying, are they? It's not so. It's not like we need to blow them up to get them out the way. But we'll see, though. We'll see.
System survey complete.
Okay, you go back to surveying, but go elsewhere. There's a lot of trading, Roskin.
Construction complete.
Okay. Get that research station. See, what have we got now? Ooh. Sorts of things. Iron thrusters or destroyers. While larger than corvettes, destroyer hull can figure and still make for comparatively nimble gunboats. So we can start building destroyers. Because we have some afterburners. Or we can have iron thrusters. These electric thrusters use beams of irons to generate thrust without the need for propellant. And then of course there's strike bar. Which, there we go. Which means we can also have starbase hangars. Strike craft for the starbase. Increases the hull points, increases the armor points. Increases the protection range by +1. And plus 10 trade protection. But I think we're going to go with iron thrusters for now. That's my choice, I think.
System survey complete.
Sensor echoes have indicated the presence of some kind of unidentified object deep within the atmosphere of this gas giant. Okay.
System survey complete.
Whoa. An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the Tybor system. It does not appear hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in Tybor is causing massive subspace disturbance in the entire system. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hows, the entity is continuously emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses which appears to be a form of language. If our translation software is correct, it is saying over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. Okay, that's Vlur. Look at that, 33,000. You do not mess with Vlur. And you want to see what Vlur is? Do you? That's Vlur there. It is literally a floating sun in the Tybor system. Okay. Wotanev 2A was home to a small Voltium outpost where they traded with several neighbouring civilizations. At some point the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission where the Voltium attempted to convert visiting alien merchants to their philosophy. Trade ceased shortly afterwards and the moon was eventually abandoned. Okay.
Situation log updated.
So let's go to that because that is another Voltium artifact, so we are going to research that right away. And then they can carry on doing whatever they want. The UNS Darwin has picked up strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Stellaris 2. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. Okay, so you're a trade hub. Let's see if there's anything here. See, what else have we got? Well, we could put weapons on it. We could increase the trade hub if we want to. I mean, trade protection, if we put some weapons on it, it's pretty good. Or we can use an anchorage to increase our naval capacity, or a shipyard so that we can build more ships at once. Well, we're not going to bother with that just yet. So the trade route that goes from there to, that's literally going from there to there. Okay, now. Because trade value is greater than piracy suppression, current piracy will grow to its maximum value. So we'll be losing some because of piracy. But we got some protection. So we could consider, you know, increasing. Like I said, we could consider putting on a gun battery, for example. Yeah, a gun battery, which increases the protection range and gives extra protection. We could consider putting a gun battery or a missile battery on, just to give it something defensive in the second slots. In here we could okay, resource silos, hydroponic bay, crew quarters. Yeah, don't really need any of them. Gun battery or missiles, which basically adds 2 missile weapon slots or 2 medium-sized weapon slots. So we're going to go with a gun battery, I think. We're going to have a gun battery there.
Construction complete.
Okay, that here is done. We are going to, for the sake of convenience, do Sirius. And then do a Rimborth. And there's our colony ship. Heading off to settle for here for us. Okay, we have unemployed population, but we don't necessarily need to worry about it because unemployed pops still give us stuff. But we are, yes.
Special project complete.
Okay, archaeologists on Rutinev 2A have salvaged a small Voltum digital pamphlet. Seems the missionaries at this outpost pass pamphlets like this on to visiting merchants. Most of the data is corrupt, but there are several references to the Great Lie and the shackles of virtual reality. Okay. We got, by the looks of it, we've got
Research complete.
2 robots. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nutritional plenitude. Okay, let's have a look. Is there anything else? Gene banks. Clone army. Okay. Gene banks filter and curate available genomes for deployment in clones. Basically, it means we can get clone army, which means that we can basically build armies. So yeah, we're going to go with some gene banks. We want some clone armies if we need to invade. Rotanev, can you get back to exploring the universe, please? Now, we've already sent a colony ship, so there's no point doing terrestrial sculpting. But terrestrial sculpting in the future might be good, so we come down here for travel free.
Construction complete.
Haven't really seen many other worlds. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how this is going. Okay. I mean, you've got base protection because it's +2, and the star base is out there providing more protection. There's trade protection of 15, which means up to 15 is protected from piracy. So that should update. Because the trade value is 13.
Research complete.
Okay, let's see what we got. Research, self-evolving logic. Okay, start with you then. Autonomous station protocols. Increased automation of station functions will free up more staff for research duties. Sweet. And AI-controlled colony ships and all the others we got. Smoke harvesting. Gravitic sensors. Let's go with you for now. Okay, and what have you got? You've got... yeah, Fleet Destroyer, which opens up the ship path. It's the kinetic weapons path. Planetary build speed or robo-modding. Okay, let's do some robo-modding. I think robo-modding sounds good. Because you can have some fun with robo-modding, and what that means is we can upgrade the fleet for 31 alloys, so we're going to do that. And because this is going to be a colony, we're going to upgrade the starbase here as well. It's already a good point because there's trade there, and when we get Rambuff, we'll also collect that trade when we put a trade up in. And it will help serve defend the planet.
Construction complete.
Build your mining station. Looks like it is all the same sector, it was just that I didn't have the in-between star systems to register it.
Ships upgraded.
Okay. Sensor profile of a mid-sized vessel was briefly detected inside the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. Sure. Okay, research that.
Anomaly found.
Our science officer has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial result.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Okay, we are going to leave it there. We want you, and we will get you on that move to get to Roboth, so that we can control this system around the planet Fahir. It has been, well, we're on our 20th year in game. It's been just over an hour. So I hope you like what you've seen. I mean, look at how the United Nations of Earth space is actually increasing. So I hope you're enjoying this. And basically, if you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.